The US will be the center of the sporting world during Donald Trump's second term as hosts of the 2025 Club World Cup, the 2026 Men's World Cup, and the 2028 Olympic Games. The expanded 48-team tournament in 2026 is a joint effort with Mexico and Canada, but most matches will take place in the US. Donald Trump's power to set tone and policy may be problematic, though, given his status as a confrontational figurehead who uses sports as a tool for sowing division and scoring points against rivals. And as a politician whose nativist conservative beliefs run contrary to the progressive internationalist values espoused by many leagues and governing bodies. The competitions are money-making operations for FIFA and the International Olympic Committee and public relations opportunities for the hosts. Trump is a leader with authoritarian instincts who swept to power with a dark and violent vision of a nation that is dying, calling the US like a garbage can for the rest of the world to dump the people that they don't want. His political platform could spark tension between the culturally open and cosmopolitan cities that will stage events and a national government stoking insularity and intolerance. If his anti-democracy aspirations are realized, the American showpieces are at risk of becoming the latest in a lengthening line of mega-events in illiberal countries. Since 2008, the Olympics have been held in Russia and twice in China. There have also been World Cups in Russia and Qatar, with tournaments in Morocco and Saudi Arabia on the horizon. The 2026 World Cup is the first to incorporate human rights in its bidding process, which requires the US government to adhere to the highest human rights standards. Like Trump, Infantino spends much of his time in Florida. FIFA's legal and ethics divisions are newly based in Miami. FIFA promises it is committed to respecting all internationally recognized human rights and shall strive to promote the protection of these rights. With stadiums already built, the 2026 World Cup presents less risk to construction workers than Qatar 2022. The framework highlights a commitment to support potentially at-risk groups, including women, ethnic minorities, disabled people, immigrants, refugees and asylum seekers, migrant workers, LGBTQ+ people and journalists. These are all sections of society that Trump has attacked, whether through rhetoric, policy, or both. Many American sports bodies, including all the major leagues and the U.S. Soccer Federation, have incorporated diversity, equity and inclusion (DEI) initiatives into their corporate cultures and hiring practices in an attempt to boost support for and representation of minority groups. The Olympics and World Cup were awarded to the US during Trump's first term, and he clearly feels a sense of ownership. As the Paris Games closed, Trump credited himself with securing the Olympics. Though Trump is a friend of FIFA, relations are considerably cooler between the president-elect and the IOC. Trump is also expected to roll back federal protections for gay and transgender people. He targeted 2 female boxing Olympic gold medalists in his election campaign, claiming they are men as a justification for his plan to revoke anti-discrimination measures issued by the Biden administration. But Trump has sought to blur the lines between sport and politics, looking for confrontations with the NFL, NBA, and the U.S. women's soccer team over national anthem protests against civil rights abuses. He can again be expected to strain the structural tensions in American professional leagues, exploiting and widening schisms between owners, players, and fans. Many players are Democrats. Basketball's biggest star, LeBron James, endorsed Kamala Harris, while the NBA commissioner, Adam Silver, donated to the Harris campaign. The president-elect has a direct financial stake through his golf courses, 3 of which hosted tournaments on the Saudi-financed LIV Golf Tour. He may be less conciliatory towards Iran, who are likely to qualify for 2026. The country was allegedly behind a plot to kill him. Stadiums should be packed in a diverse nation of more than 335 million people. But Trump has vowed to reinstate and expand his first-term Muslim travel ban, which affected countries including Iran and Nigeria. Citizens of only 42 countries are allowed visa-free entry to the US, and in some places it may already be too late for foreign fans to apply for a tourist visa to attend the finals. Given Trump's intention to devote resources to mass deportations and curtailing legal immigration, reducing Biden-era backlogs for visitors is unlikely to be a priority. Even if restrictions are temporarily eased for the tournaments, upheaval at the border, combined with an abrasive and isolationist foreign policy and economic stresses from Trump's proposed trade tariffs, may strain relations with allies, dissuade visitors, and tarnish the US's image abroad, hardly conducive to a festive atmosphere for international sport's biggest parties. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, do not forget to subscribe, share,